Tons of people are passing on this huge opportunity to buy this Marvel Spider-Man Collector's Edition pack. I'm going to show you guys why I have already bought 3 packs of this, almost put $1,000 into it, rather than putting that money into the S&P 500. So I'm investing in cardboard instead of stocks, but I'll get into why I decided to do that for this product. So my plan is to basically buy this, hold it for a few years, and then sell it. And we're going to show you guys why I believe that the return on that is going to be way more than the stock market. A lot of people in the Magic the Gathering community have been absolutely saying that this set sucks. I'm going to show you guys why that doesn't even matter either. So first up, down here we have this graph. This is called a Kiba graph. I just use it. I like it. It shows different price history. There's various things you can do with it. I feel like it's pretty good compared to TCG Player. I've only ever seen people in the kind of Magic the Gathering card investing niche talk about TCG Player. I haven't seen anybody talk about Keepa, which is the software I use down here. But I personally think it's super valuable if you're just a casual investor in these different boxes. I'm going to show you why in this video. So I'm going to try to not go all over the place here, but you can see in pre-release it was $8.99. You can see the price in pre-release, and people were buying it here. You can see just off of, I know there's a lot of different lines here, so you might not understand it, but right here's the price. So people were buying at 800, and the reason why we know that they were buying is you see this yellow line that says 2,000 monthly sold. So people were buying it for 800 when it first came out, and now they're buying it for 350. And I saw that Amazon hit their lowest price ever over here, and they might do it again. And I can have this linked in the bottom of the video if you guys want to buy it from Amazon. But yeah, basically here you can see it went all the way down to $332. So in my opinion, for a collector's box, that is a rock bottom price for a collector's box. So right off the bat, to me this makes sense. People were buying it for $500. So just recapping, so this was around $500. People were buying it in mass quantity. You can see over 5,000 bought on Amazon there. If we look at 5,000 and go right over. So people were buying this up like crazy. And then the public perception of this product was Spider-Man's bad. And then the sales per month went extremely down. And then now it went all the way to, in my opinion, probably the lowest price it's going to be, which is $332. And I just want to show you guys some examples of other collector's boxes if you're not too familiar with Magic the Gathering and collector's boxes. But like this is a Lord of the Rings collector box. I feel like this is kind of an outlier to show you guys, but you can see in the past year it literally went from $926 all the way up to $2,000. This is something crazy. I don't think it's going to happen too often. This is like a massive collaboration. So I wanted to compare it. So this is kind of a super outlier collector's box set, showing you guys that there are some collector's boxes that are worth $2,000, even $5,000 and above. So I wanted to show you guys this one. So I felt like this one was a little bit more comparable than Modern Horizons 2. It's just like a regular Magic the Gathering set. No crazy IP, just like a decent set with decent cards in it. And I wanted to show you that just over time, the growth, very similar to Spider-Man, it was at, 450, then it went down all the way to 321, and then from 321, it kind of just went up. Over time, it went up. It did take a few years. In 2021, it was at rock bottom price, and then it took a few years, and then now we're in 2026, so that's about 5 years, and it's at $700 a box. And this is just a random Magic the Gathering box, and you guys can do your own research and look at other collectors boxes, but it seems like they, for the most part, go up pretty consistently over time. So you can see here on TCG Player in the start in the past year went from 343 all the way up to 551. on that Modern Horizons. And let's see, so we have Assassin's Creed 2. I just want to show you guys this one. The past year, you can see rock bottom prices at $297, and then just kind of went up over time. Now it's at $430. And this is a set that I thought was somewhat comparable to Spider-Man, just because the IP's, it's Assassin's Creed, and it's Magic the Gathering. I would say not too many people care about Assassin's Creed. Maybe they played a few Assassin's Creed games. But Spider-Man, in my opinion, is way better of an IP than Assassin's Creed. I think it's got a massive appeal. So I feel like Spider-Man could go to like $500-$600 a box within a pretty reasonable time. That's just my 2 cents on it. And one of the things that I really like to take into account is what can you actually pull from these boxes? What's the mentality of, okay, so we've compared this box to a few different sets. We've established that yes, Magic the Gathering collector's boxes can go up in value, sometimes even north of $2,000. Some of them do sit flat for a few years, but it seems like overall they eventually do go up over time. So what do we believe about this set and the IP and the cards inside? So Spider-Man's a massive IP, massive appeal, been around for forever. There's tons of movies into it. Like imagine the amount of money that has went into the Spider-Man franchise, the comics, the movies, everything in between. So I believe this IP is massive. So the only other factor, or one of the other factors, is what do we think about the cards, right? What I like to do is like to go into TCG Player. Usually I'll just, if you guys don't know how to get to like a page like this, I like to Google top 10 pulls from this collector's box. So basically in here, in this article, super helpful, top 10 most valuable cards from Magic the Gathering, Marvel Spider-Man. So in here we can see some of the different pulls. You can see at number 10, we got $6. Then we got number 9. Looking at number 1, the most valuable thing that people are going to be chasing in this is the Soul Stones. This one is $1,500. This one is around $115, and then this one goes for around $18,000. I tried to get some information on price starting, but there's so few that have been found so far. And you can see on price charting, if you click these links, you can see some people have either sold or ended their listing on eBay here, 15,000, 42,000, and then there's a Reddit post I found too here where people are saying the market's currently sitting at around 17 to 20,000, and that was 10 months ago. So who knows what it is now? It's pretty crazy that just out of this one box, you can pull something that crazy out of it. So that's also one other reason why I'm super bullish on this set while everybody else is hating on it, is because imagine the mentality of the people in the future. Like, do you really think this is going to be worth less in the future than it is today? If somebody sees this box and let's say it's $800 now instead of $350, do you think they're going to be like, man, $800 is a lot? Or are they going to go, man, I could pull $18,000 card out of this? That's just my mentality about it, is the upside for somebody buying this later and the thrill of like the hunt for them is going to be enough for them to want to buy it at $800. That's my thesis on it. I'm pretty somewhat new to Magic, like investing and buying cardboard, but I just thought, just something to look at. I think it's a massive deal right now. Who knows if Amazon's going to dip down again? It depends on when you're watching this video too. But yeah, I would say for me it makes sense to buy it at 332 and just wait. I'm going to be in this hopefully like a 2 or 3 year hold, and we'll really just evaluate it then. Maybe we'll do an update video and tell you guys how it went. But that's just my mentality about this Marvel Collector's booster box. And I haven't really seen any videos where people deep dive it as far as I've deep dived it in here. So if you guys do like that, I appreciate it if you leave a like, a comment, tell me how smart or stupid you think buying this is. Tell me if your thoughts on it, and only time will tell. See you guys later.